welcome back to the channel. We're getting back into Secret Invasion today. It's episode 3. This show has been very slow getting started. I do like that it hasn't just thrown a whole lot of superhero antics at us and special effects and bits and pieces. I mean, we have seen a little bit of stuff, but it hasn't been over the top like we'd usually see. I wonder if the balance has swayed too far the other way in terms of storytelling. Usually we get a whole lot of action with a story to be told. Sometimes the story's a little bit weak, to be honest, as in some of the previous Marvel shows recently. But I almost feel like this time, are we getting too much story at the cost of pacing? Do you know what I mean? There's been a little bit of action in each of the episodes, but it's been minute. Hasn't been that fantastic, really. Nothing that great to watch. We did see a good fight scene, though, with Gravik when he went to rescue the guy that had been interrogated, but of course only to kill him anyway, which was pointless. They could have just killed him right then and there. It's crazy. But it really does highlight that Gravik is a serious bad guy. You know, he's not like a token bad guy or a bad guy that's just put in there to fill the story. You know, you can see that he's like got some serious hate going on. Also a lot of focus on his obvious goal to save his people by basically inhabiting Earth. We found out in the last episode from Talos that there are 1 million Skrulls on the planet that have been there for years now, and, well, in the time that Fury was gone anyway. And they've established themselves everywhere. As we've seen, they're in the councils, they're in the Senate groups, they're everywhere. So, like, it's pretty serious. I mean, it's pretty much game over for us if there's 1,000 of them. I mean, especially when they're in positions of power, you know. They've got that guy in NATO, they've got people everywhere, heads of state, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, the last episode definitely had that feel of you don't know who is a Skrull and who is actually themselves. And that got me thinking, when Fury went to meet Rhodey, was that actually Fury or was that Talos as well? At the end, we saw Fury going to, obviously he's married to a Skrull, but then was that Fury that's married to the Skrull? According to the comic book storylines, I think this is exactly how it happened. I think that Fury did marry a Skrull, and the son was Gravik. Stepson anyway was Gravik, something like that. But anyway, guys, it's a little bit confusing, and it is sort of playing back and forth with who's real, who's a Skrull. Has been a little bit slow. Hopefully we see a little bit more of a story being told. But that being said, guys, let's get into this episode, see what they've got in store for us.
Do you think it will work? Bring in chaos?
All faith is built on risk.
He's making them doubt him already. Is this who they're impersonating, those guys in those files, or is that who they're going to capture?
Now, at the council meeting, I told you I had a plan for taking Earth as our own. I sent 3 operatives to infiltrate the Royal Navy and execute a strike on a key United Nations target. The heroes of Earth will react. The only way we can counter that is to become super ourselves.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be uniquely programmed weapons of mass destruction.
Wow.
Super Skrulls.
While everyone's at war, the humanity is at war, he's going to strike from the back and take everyone out, right? Not a bad plan.
Looking for someone?
That depends on what day of the week it is.
This should put Dracov's men on their heels.
This new face of yours is...
Beautiful?
There's a rule that, commander station and operatives cannot be in.
Our unit doesn't exist, Fury. That means I don't work for you.
Okay.
That's an intriguing possibility.
Make sure you got enough food.
Right, so that's their backstory, how they got together.
A hell of a lot like World War III.
Do I dare ask what calamity must have transpired to bring you home to me? It has been years. I never harbored any illusions about the necessity of you going away, but staying away, that leaves a mark.
Fair enough, he's gone for years.
I retired.
Any plans for the downtime?
I'm thinking I may take up revenge.
You been in touch with Gravik while I was gone?
Because I just need to be sure.
I became a widow in your absence. You came back in the blip.
He went to space.
You just up and vanished again. Only this time it was voluntary. If you're interested in who I became in your second absence, I became me. The me I was before you.
I'm gone for nearly a decade. He takes off to space for a few years and then still expects her to just be sitting back waiting for him.
What's happened?
Brogan. Someone told the cops where we were headed. And only we knew that. It's hard for Brogan to confess to something he didn't know.
I'd imagine when they asked him where they could find you, he was forced to make an educated guess. It was Brogan. He was weaker than you thought.
I'll see you tomorrow, early. Your father called for a parley. Apparently we're meeting about you. The UN plane will be at Neptune's coordinates, 2200 hours.
Right, Graphic doesn't trust her at all. Who is she texting is the question.
Statesman of World War I. That's what it's called. You see, because one lot spends the war posing for pictures, while the other does all the killing and the dying. You asked me, Talos, choice between having my story told in ink and oil paint, or having it written in blood. I choose blood all day long.
Awesome. Okay.
Yours and everyone else's, huh? But what I want is for you to stand down and stop murdering innocent humans.
You know, I would be doing us both a favor. I just put you out of your misery right there. General challenging his subordinate tonight. Guys in the car. Want to come say hello?
You want to be very, very careful now.
Oh, okay.
Grateful that I haven't sent her back to you in a body bag yet.
Well set up. That was awesome.
You're going to take our people to the edge of extinction with a war with the human. They're at their most formidable when they're threatened. And I'm going to tell every army on Earth who it is that's attacking them. You'll lose the element of surprise. They will see the difference between us.
So then Gaia stays with me then, is it?
Now, my daughter's name stays out of your mouth.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I am.
I believe.
This is yours.
Thank you.
nicely done. She's skating on thin ice though. Graphic is not stupid.
You really gonna eat that plate of dog food?
Anyone that could say what you said to me yesterday,
I got a lead on a rebel scroll that's high up in the U.S. government.
I'm going to need you to, use your words, say the words.
Help me, Talos, because I am useless without you.
Wow, okay.
Go and hand it off intel. Use the burner phone.
Brave girl. Neptune is a British sub. I know who to call.
What do you know about a British submarine called Neptune?
First, I want an apology, because you rather rudely attached a nasty bug to my beloved hoot. It has a new name now, Nicholas Fury. It's a rather dashing little eye patch now.
I have it on good authority. Neptune is planning to launch on the UN delegation.
Somebody leaked the location of the butcher's shop when I was doing some of my best work, so my hands are tied.
The captain's name?
His name is Commodore Robert Fairbanks.
Portsmouth. That's where a Naval Command HQ is.
I don't get the whole dog thing. I mean, just name me one other interspecies relationship where it's acceptable to clean up the other guy's poop.
I've been cleaning up your poop for the last 30-something years.
So you didn't start ascending the ranks until 19 of my people signed on as your invisible spy network. And you know something? It was my pleasure, mate. Least you can do is not rewrite history when the guy who helped write it with you the first time is sitting right next to you.
Fair enough.
We're here. You got any more abuse you want to hurl my way?
We can do that.
They have a cool dynamic between them.
Yeah, I see. Come in, Talos.
Sorry, Nick. I was busy kicking Bob's ass. Second floor.
Nobody calls me Nick, Bob.
Oh.
Daddy. What you working on over there, Bob?
Oh, shit.
This has to be a mistake.
The message has been authenticated, Captain.
I just need your dad to do the right thing. Come on. If you're afraid of, I could protect you.
You couldn't protect yourself coming through that door. You're a shell of the general you used to be.
Either you obey, or you'll be removed.
Gravik offered you a partnership, we would have stood by you.
Enough of this bull! Give me that gun!
He's wickedly loyal to his people. He doesn't want to see them get hurt, even the bad ones.
Getting close to showtime here, Talos.
You can't even keep your daughter's loyalty. Or is she the spineless
Don't talk about his daughter. He killed him. Holy shit. He doesn't like it when people talk about his daughter. Holy crap.
Commodore Robert Fairbanks. I need his launch termination password.
She's gonna get caught.
Good evening, friends.
Operative Gaia.
She's about to save the world from going to war. Hurry up if we get caught.
Okay, now run.
Initiating go position.
Abort exercise. Code word, Zachary.
That was close. It's too late. She's busted Gravik's onto her. He's too sharp. I feel like she's going to be the first person to witness his super powered version.
So why didn't you take the deal?
I'm not with Gravik, because I'm with you.
30 years of loyalty. Even when he gets treated like crap, he is awesome. I feel like she's either walking into a trap or something. Yeah, here we go. Uh-oh.
Where are you off to, Gaia?
I heard about the failed strike. Our men need exfiltration.
I didn't fail. Finding the traitor was essential.
Are you a leader of Skrulls or a worst enemy?
Oh, shit. I don't understand why she didn't just exfil herself through the forest without the bike, you know? That's crazy. I wonder if she's teamed up with Gravik. That's her son, right? Oh no, she's been chased? Okay.
I'll give you some time alone.
St. James Church, 1 hour.
I need to speak to Gravik.
Yeah, well, you're talking to me.
Alright guys, that was a little bit better. The pacing was a little bit faster. There's this whole cloak and dagger thing going on, which is pretty cool. You don't know who is who, especially with the Skrulls being shapeshifters. At the end there, it looks like Gravik's mum is back with him again. You've got to sympathise with her a little bit. I mean, Fury got blipped away and then just took off voluntarily up to space to do whatever mission he was doing up there. She didn't have his protection while she was down there, obviously, so she had to survive. And how do you do that when you're not a human? You're going to get with your own people, of course. And I think that's probably what's happened. That's definitely what it looks like anyway. But this episode was a little bit better. I like the idea that it's not always action-packed, which is kind of cool. And they did manage to get that pace up a little bit more in this episode than in the previous episodes as well. I like the humour as well between Fury and Talos. That's always quite funny. They're sort of like an old married couple almost, beyond best friends, like grumpy old men best friends. Their relationship sort of reflects that 30 years of life that they've done together, especially working together. And you never really know where Talos is at. He seems to have this undying loyalty to all of his people, even the bad ones, where you could see that he didn't want to hurt that guy that they were interrogating. But in the end, if you mention his daughter, he's going to jump into action. And that brings us to that last bit there. Now, it looks like Gaia's dead. And if indeed that's the case, and she doesn't get rescued by someone, holy crap, Talos is going to go loose. And I think that Fury's going to lose him. I think he's just going to end up going into an all-out kind of war. But the problem is, with Gravik and the superpowered genetic modification going on, that he's pretty sure that that's their answer to even the Avengers. It's like, holy crap. And so that kind of makes everything worthwhile. It makes these first 3 slower episodes worthwhile because we know that we're going to get to a pretty kick-ass end battle, or at least the last few episodes are going to be a bit more action-packed. And we've got to see a pretty mean end battle over those last couple of episodes, surely, because superpowered Skrulls against... and they did tease Avengers, right? Or at least he's got the idea that if he creates this global level threat, humanity's going to respond with the Avengers, right? And that's his plan. He obviously plans to go head-to-head with them and wipe them out with his new powers, reorchestrate things to his own will, which is pretty cool. You know, it's pretty tactical. He's pretty smart. You know, he's not stupid. Even when he went to meet with Talos, you know, he already had that situation well sorted. I do like the way that they've given him a bit of weight to his character. So yeah, let's see where it goes, guys. Let's see if the show does continue to pick up. I know there's been a lot of bad reviews about the show. I still prefer to watch it myself. It's definitely better than some of the shows I've watched recently, so hopefully that we get something better toward the end of this season anyway. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me on this video. As usual, please give this video a like, share it around. I appreciate it. Comment down below as well. I'd love to hear from you. That's going to be it for me. I'm out, and until the next one, take it easy.